Good morning. Thank you for joining me this Saturday morning for the latest information about the new orders I have signed to protect Miami-Dade County residents from the spread of COVID-19. The Florida Department of Health is reporting 658 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the state of Florida. Miami-Dade County has 142 cases and Broward has 151. This morning, I signed an emergency order to close hotels, motels, and other lodging establishments throughout Miami-Dade County, except in limited cases to help house first responders, displaced visitors, or residents, airline crew members, and patients' families and journalists from out of town. The exceptions are meant to ensure that only those who absolutely must be in Miami-Dade County because they are helping in this emergency, or those who have nowhere else to go, such as domestic violence victims or stranded visitors. They're able to get a place to stay. Also, short-term vacation rentals must end by March 23rd until further notice. No new nightly or weekly rental agreements can be signed starting Monday. All of this is meant to stem the spread of COVID-19. I have also signed an order stopping the practice of rafting. That's rafting boats together for partying out at sea or in Biscayne Bay. Now, those who own boats and want to enjoy this beautiful Saturday can go out with groups small enough to practice social distancing of 6 feet between people in their boats. They must not, however, be huddling with other boats. Only in an emergency situation where one boat needs to be towed by another can boats be tied to head back to a marina or dock. Yesterday, Governor Ron DeSantis issued an order that set standards for alcohol sales, so I have amended the county order as required by state law to follow the governor's order. So at this time, liquor stores and gun shops can remain open statewide, according to the governor's executive order 20-71. Also, businesses that are providing services to our cities, the county, the state, or the federal government can continue to operate. Still in effect, restaurants, bars, and fitness centers, inside hotels, and other lodging establishments will remain closed to ensure we do not have crowded areas and people can practice social distancing. Hotel kitchens can serve food by pickup or delivery, but may not open their dining rooms. All of these closures may mean many businesses are closed and people can't go to work unless they can do their jobs by telecommuting. However, federal and state relief is coming for those workers who cannot do their jobs because of this crisis. I am asking business owners not to lay off workers at this time. This is very important because you could lose out on qualifying for federal relief during this emergency. This is a very fluid situation, so please wait a few days until we get clarity on the federal rules on how to proceed. We do not want your business to be penalized and not get the relief that you need. The relief packages from the White House and Congress will help with a weekly compensation for workers, and there is a program for small businesses. Miami-Dade County and the Beacon Council are establishing an office to help businesses navigate through the bureaucracy to assure that we get all that we deserve from the federal government and that this help gets to those most in need. On testing sites, things are moving kind of rapidly and more test sites are opening. Miami-Dade County is working with Jackson Health System, the University of Miami, and the City of Miami to establish additional testing sites. We will have more information on this soon. Let me reiterate that we are making decisions based on the latest CDC recommendations, which continue to evolve, and on the conditions on the ground. This is a situation unlike any other and will likely get worse before it gets better. I'm especially concerned for our senior citizens because they are at the highest risk to have some very serious complications from this virus. We will continue to deliver meals to seniors who can no longer attend community centers. They are receiving meals at their door until this health crisis is abated. If you are a senior that no longer can attend a center where you have received meals, please call 311 and we will get you the services that you need. I'm asking our senior citizens to take personal responsibility and stay away from any large gatherings. You are at the highest risk of medical complications if you're exposed to COVID-19. I want to thank young people who are taking this world pandemic seriously and practicing social distancing. Please keep telling your friends, keep your distance. You may be carrying the virus and spreading it to family members and friends and not even know about it. Despite the closures I announced this week, I want to reiterate that groceries, pharmacies, convenience stores, and gas stations remain open. All medical facilities, doctors' offices, banks, child daycare centers, and adult daycare centers can remain open at this time, but always operating by practicing social distancing. The order I signed yesterday allows child daycare facilities to operate with certain restrictions, no more than 10 children and teachers in any one group. Each group must be in a separate room, and groups must not mix with one another. All the closings in the county apply to all the cities. However, cities can have some stricter rules. Go to miamidade.gov/coronavirus for the latest updates about closures in our community. As difficult as these last 2 weeks have been, it's heartening to see our community coming together and people helping one another. Please help your neighbors. We have to assume that everybody is carrying the virus and everyone must practice social distancing and follow hygiene recommendations to stop the spread of COVID-19. We can do this. I will continue to work with my senior team and state officials this weekend on strategies to avoid the spread of this virus. As we get more testing done, you can expect more positive results, as is the case with any other virus. I ask for your patience and understanding as we chart these truly unknown waters. Please continue to take personal responsibility and follow health guidelines and hand washing, not shaking hands to protect yourself and your loved ones, your co-workers, and your neighbors. May God bless all of you in Miami-Dade County and help all the people and nations being impacted by this virus.